Hey, today we're going to be looking at the Inart Harry Potter rooted version from either the Sorcerer's Stone or the Philosopher's Stone, depending on where you're from. I got this figure from Toys on Fire, so a big shout out to him for helping me get this one. Now, of course, this figure being based on a younger actor, it is going to be hard to get that likeness down, but I think they did a good job, and this does look like a young Daniel Radliffe to me. The rest of the body comes packaged separately, already assembled. All of the tailoring and the materials are very nice on this. I do think the hands are lacking in some detail, like the nails, but where this figure shines is definitely the accessories. You have Harry's train ticket, as well as the invite to Hogwarts, which is very nicely done, with a nice seal, as well as Harry's address on the other side. Then you actually have the contents of that letter. You get 6 additional normal hands for holding different items, as well as 4 gloved hands, which are for when he's in the winter look. These are very sharp and very nicely done. One cool accessory is this lantern. This does actually light up and has a strange structure inside. This is to give the illusion of a small flame inside. It's not super convincing, but it does a good job. Then you have the box for Harry's wand, and to go along with it, you actually have the wand itself. These are very nicely detailed and pretty faithful to the movie. Then you have the box for the chocolate frog, which is really sharp considering its small size, and it even contains the collectible card with Dumbledore. Then you get 3 chocolate frogs in different poses. It says you can put one of these frogs into the box, but I couldn't do it personally. You have this small package, which is supposed to be the Philosopher's Stone. They come as 2 separate pieces, and I don't know if there actually is one in the package. Honestly, the accessories that impressed me the most were these books. There is an incredible level of detail on each of these. The books themselves look absolutely fantastic, and the pages inside do look realistic. Sadly for this one, even though I really like the outside of the book, there is actually nothing inside. And you have the photo album that Harry gets at the end of the movie, and I have to say, this very much impressed me. The photos inside are lenticular, so they give the effect of moving, just like they do in the movie. That is extremely impressive and a great attention to detail. Then you have the owl head wig, which I think looks absolutely fine. The unsightly mold lines are the only thing that really kill this for me. You also get this attachment which allows Hedwig to sit on Harry's arm. One very cool accessory is the broomstick itself, and this is a nice size and does look great. Would have been even better if he included a flight stand to use it. Then you have Hedwig's cage, which is actually made of some metal pieces and is closed by a magnet. As mentioned previously, you also have some accessories for the winter look, which we'll take a look at later. You also get the sorting hat, which is a bit of a strange accessory to me, but it is a nice inclusion. I suppose it's one of the more iconic things from the first movie. Now, the biggest accessory, I suppose, is the actual diorama base. They have a modular design for this one, so if you don't want it to take up too much space, you can pop this piece out. But if you prefer to have it as the Gryffindor common room, you have this piece which goes over the top of the base. And the main thing is the stunning backdrop that is included. The wallpaper is actually made of fabric, and it looks incredible. I think this is the standout piece of the entire set, and I think this is going to give it a lot of presence. You have a couple swap out pieces on the top which allow you to put Hedwig on those as well. A nice inclusion is that they actually give you a spare pair of glasses just in case you break them. The scar is actually present on his forehead, but they've used so much hair product that it's basically like glued down, though I think it is styled quite well here. He does have the rolling eyes feature, which is a little bit difficult to access, but it actually works quite well, I think. So this is what Harry looks like in the normal outfit. I'm from the UK, and I actually had a school uniform that was pretty similar to this, and I have to say that they absolutely nailed the choice of materials here. It's very realistic. The details all the way down to the socks and everything is great. The winter outfit looks just as good, and I think the scarf is a really nice material. I purchased this figure for resale, so he was about the same price as all 3 of the Marvel figures behind him. That's where things start to get very difficult to justify, because at the end of the day, he is just a smaller figure. I think on his own merits, it is a very well-made figure, but it's just not as good as something like Gandalf or Aragorn from Inart. I wanted to give you guys a closer look at the head sculpt itself, and you can make your own judgments. I think the lenses on the glasses make him look a little bit goofy. I don't think they needed to add that. It could have just been a clear piece of plastic. For most of the movie, he didn't have any lenses in the glasses in the first place. And I've had some serious troubles with this figure. You can see the wrist pegs are a weird design. Both sides for Harry actually did break. The left side was completely stuck. It would not budge. And for now, I can't get the left side out. There's a couple of other things that I can try, so I'm going to give it another try. But here is some photos I took of the Harry Potter figure itself, and let me know what you guys think. Is this something you'd pick up? I've got to say that I think they're going to look a lot better when you have all 3 of them. But at the moment, Harry looks kind of out of place in my collection especially.